when we play golf, what we feel is occurring in our swing isn't always real.
Okay.
What we see is real.
Yeah, that's so true.
It doesn't lie. Okay. So let's now, this is our, I'll tell you what I think about your swing. This is also your chance, though, to kind of communicate to me a little bit about some of the things that people have told you that you need to work on in your swing, and thus, this are things I'm thinking about when I'm trying to hit a golf ball. So anything that comes to mind, all this is going to be recorded. I'm going to send this to you as an email.
Okay.
Okay. So you always have it to refer to later.
All right.
Okay. And it's just kind of handy to just call it up once in a while, look at it, listen to it again. So here you are. So, all right, let's go through your setup. Tell me what you've. Is there a checklist for your setup? Is there things you've been taught about your setup that you have to keep an eye on?
What do I do? Well, properly grip the club, and then.
Has the grip been something you've been kind of fidgeting with, or have you settled on it?
Yeah,
you've settled on something.
I feel okay.
Okay, good.
That.
All right.
And then where to place the club, and then kind of set my body. So
what about body? You got posture, anything like that? Looks pretty good to me, truthfully.
Well, to keep, your butt out like you're sitting, and bend over, and bent a little. Maybe right now they look pretty too much bent. I don't know. Okay,
I'm interested in what you think you're seeing here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to just do my little doodling here. All right, what else in the setup? That's about it, right?
Yeah.
There's only so much we can think about. Okay, so if I kind of watch your swing a little bit, what have you learned about your backswing and the top of the swing?
The same thing. I take that extra little
wind up.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm doing that.
I know.
And
you wouldn't do it if you knew you did it.
Right.
Because you've been told by numerous people.
Right. And my husband keeps saying it, Janice, and then that I don't keep my body still. I'm going up. It looks exactly the same, and I don't know why. And now I'm going over the top, right? And I didn't think,
this is kind of a fairly typical look for someone that's in your little skill set area, right? So, bottom line is what's going to happen for your improvement is we got to improve that right there, the bottom of the ball. Okay. Now this particular shot got up in the air pretty good, but if you kind of looked at, if I give you a little big picture perspective, I would call it this. I would say golf swing is a circle. Okay. So let's kind of get this in a plain old English definitive terms. Golf swing is nothing but a circular motion from the front view. Okay. From the back view, it's also on a circle, but it's kind of tilted.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about that next. So the good ball strikers and the ones who are, lower handicap players, by the time they come back here, that club is coming right back down to that bottom spot that it started. Okay? So that's what good players do. Everyone else doesn't very well. Okay? So no matter how the individual golfer makes this circle, if I look at your backswing, I'd say, well, that's workable. Now what I do see here, if we kind of look at the circle, and then I say, well, for the player to get the club down to that bottom point again more consistently, we have a couple things that are very important that I would call the radius of the circle. So let's say the radius of the circle, I got two different ones. Goes from right about the top of your sternum, which is about the halfway point of that big circle. If our body's at that height when we hit it, we got a chance.
Okay.
And the other important radius, thing that influences the radius, is the arms. Oops, I had the wrong one there. Oh, I think those arms have to be straight. Where am I going here? It's not letting me do what I want to do here. Hang on. So, you see how straight those arms are right now?
Mm-hmm.
They got to be that straight at the moment of truth,
Okay.
at impact.
All right.
So this is where we kind of see the two failings of impact with amateur players. Okay, now when I bring you back to impact, first thing was we're going to see too, up here is your posture changes a little bit. You get a little taller at the top of the swing. See?
Yeah.
Okay? So one thing's feeding the other. So right now we got a radius problem.
Okay.
We're tall.
Right.
If you stay up there and swing down, you're going to miss it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. But you're not gonna, because you're going to make up for that and you're going to creep back down a little bit. But I want you to watch. I'm not crazy about where that club is at the top. I'm not crazy about you doing all that. But now, now your hands, your head is coming back to where it was, correct?
Right.
Still a little tall, but here's the big deal right here. Look at what the arms have done.
Yeah.
Okay? So your arms have a big spread to them now.
Okay.
Your elbows are spread apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that means your radius, okay, the club's going to come in here high. Not every time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a chance to hit on top of the ball unless you make up for it and get down there again with your body. Okay. So again, this is all about your skill set. So watching your swing, it's easy to kind of say, even if you watch it, you've seen it enough. You're saying, well, I don't feel myself do it, but boy, if I could just stop right there, I'd be awesome. Right?
Right.
But your instincts kick in. So then that kind of has something to do with your skill set. Here's the back view of the circle now, right? First thing about your posture I don't like is you're sitting down too much.
Okay.
So we're not sitting down is not a term you're going to use anymore.
Okay.
I want you to be more forward in your feet. You're on your heels.
Okay.
So that's causing you some balance issues, but we'll cover that outside. So your club swings around you quite a bit. And then I think you'd have a chance to be awesome from there. But you're just not done winding up yet, are you?
Okay.
You're gonna keep going. So that's what gets you a little taller. And see, now you're doing that kind of over the top thing.
Yeah.
So now the club, in the perfect world, that club should be more parallel to the circle. You've heard all that before.
Right.
So, that's not what you are. But more important to me is what's going on at the bottom of the swing. Now, the things we talk about have something to do with getting you to the bottom better, but, I always like to put the good players up there so when we're talking about something we got a picture of it. Well, there's no reason why they're good. You know why? Because they swing on that circle.
Okay.
No one else does except the real good players, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you watch how that club comes back into the ball, you're going to see how that shaft is just kind of going down the circle. Well, yours is out here in no man's land.
Right.
And that's just what your instincts are. So I think what we're going to do is I'm probably going to give it my shot at explaining things maybe that you've heard before, but differently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, there's certain things that have to occur to hit a golf shot. Got to have a good bottom of the swing, and we got to have a good radius. And you can see where you don't even hit the ground there. We hit the middle of the ball a lot, I'm guessing.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just for fun, let's have a look at that driver swing. When the ball's on a tee, and you're not so worried about things like hitting the ground and the perfect spot to hit it and all that. Let's see what kind of transformation is there because of that. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't.
You still pick up.
Yeah. But because the ball's on the tee, we're going to get away with it a little bit more.
Yeah, I see.
Well, you can see your arms still got a little bend to them.
Yeah.
So even a little bit more so with the driver since you got more speed there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what my plan is for you is to get us tuned into what this swing circle, maybe define that a little bit more and get you into some maybe bigger picture. There's kind of your shorter swings now. Let's see how your arms kind of break down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So here's kind of that little instinct where we want to scoop the ball up in the air.
Right.
And we're not advanced enough with our skill to know that the loft of the club is really going to hit it in the air for us. We don't have to help it.
Okay.
But we don't know that. We're just told stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you by definition, you said you've had plenty of lessons and all that. And I think it's just a matter of finding the right level of communication with people that guide you. Because everyone needs coaching. Okay? So, let's see what kind of clever ways I can come up with to get you better at the bottom and get your arms better. Okay? So we're going to start inside here in front of the mirrors and do
Okay.
some exercises.
Okay.
Some stuff I want you to do at home.
Okay. Good.
Mirror training, okay?
Okay.
So we got some pictures there. You've seen them before.
Mm-hmm.
First time I've seen them. I saw what I needed to see outside, but it's good feedback. So let's say, all right, I gotta understand, break this down a little better.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on up there? But I'm also one that totally believes that the swing style of somebody matters less than their ability to get the ball club down there.
Okay.
You can play from up there if you do the job down there.
Okay.
And if this needs to get fixed to get better down there, we'll look at it.
Okay.
But we clearly see some stuff going on with the arms
Okay.
that are impacting this too.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with up there.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see what we can do without causing too much long-term damage to you.
Okay.
Okay. Try to keep it simple.